Today I'm going to be making a Thai style stir fry. This stir fry is one that I invented. It's going to be a stir fried vegetable with a little bit of spice and Mandarin oranges. And it's Thai style in that you want all 5 flavors. You want something that is sweet and sour, bitter, salty, and spicy. And so we have, for the sweet and sour, and we have pieces of Mandarin orange. For the bitter, we have pieces of Mandarin orange peel. For spicy, we have red pepper. Salty, we have fish sauce. Ingredient wise, what we're going to want is we're going to want some Chinese broccoli, or any really leafy vegetable. Chinese broccoli is actually, it's the same thing as broccoli, except they go for the stalk and leaves as opposed to the flowers. See, this would turn into our normal broccoli flower if it was bred a little bit differently. I'll chop that up, separating the stalk from the leaf, because we're going to need to cook the stalk longer than the leaf. We have some garlic, some red pepper, and Mandarin oranges. And we have the little Mandarin orange slice and the peel. The peel is going to absorb a lot of the flavor, and it's going to cook up nicely. It'll just be slightly bitter. And an orange and a peel. Actually, I have two of these little baby oranges here, or one larger Mandarin orange. Then we're going to want some Thai-style fish sauce. Alright, now, gotten our oil hot. First thing we're going to throw in is these stalks. So they're going to take the longest to cook. Fry. Be careful not to burn yourself. Just get all the stalks in. Big pieces first. My oil's a little hot. After the stalks have just started to blister, we're going to throw in the garlic and let that fry for a bit. We want to keep this at medium to high heat so that the oil stays hot, stays outside of our food. Now, if you wanted to add some ginger, you could add that at the beginning. If you don't like fish sauce so much, then you can use salt or soy sauce and use less fish sauce. I really like fish sauce though. The garlic won't take very long to cook if you cut it into small pieces. Next thing will be the red pepper. These little bird's eye chilies are very, very spicy. They have a short, bright spice, but they are potent. Be careful after you cut them up. Wash your hands very, very carefully before you put your contacts in, if you wear contacts. Alright. Next thing will be the Mandarin orange peel. And the Mandarin orange peel is important for several reasons. One, it has the bitterness, it has the citrus flavor in it. I've cut mine into little strips. Secondly, it has a nice texture. It's a little chewy. Third, it has a citrus oil in it, and that's going to be exchanged with some of the oil in the pot. And the orange peel is really going to soak up a whole lot of this flavor. Alright. Now, finally, the rest of the leaves and stalks, if I have any left. And the oranges. And just fold this in. Get the stuff on the bottom, come up on the top. If you throw some stuff out onto the side of the stove, don't worry about it. Yeah, just get the stuff on the bottom. You want to coat these leaves in hot oil. They won't really take very long to cook because they're so thin, as long as you get a little bit of hot oil around each piece. Now we are still frying. The oil is still very, very hot. Oops. seem to have lost my spatula, so I'm using a spoon, and I am not entirely used to that, so just throwing things everywhere. Alright. And if you look, the oranges have changed color. All of the little white bits have kind of turned translucent. And everything is pretty much cooked. So now we're going to add our fish sauce. And this is going to make a lot of steam, but that's what we want. We don't want a wet dish. We want a stir-fried dish. This is very hot, so when we put it in there, it's going to very quickly boil off the water. And you can smell that fishy fragrance coming out. And like I said, if you don't want to add this much fish sauce, you can add a little bit of soy sauce or some salt. And then there you have it. A very pretty, delicious, and interesting dish. Everyone will think you're cooking with mandarin oranges and you're eating the peel, but the peel is delicious.